Annie, every Ghanaian is worried and must be worried about President Akufo-Addo's appointees, because the EC chair is his appointee. From the very day Madam Jane Mensa took office, the very first limited registration she even wanted to do, she couldn't even predict her own numbers. She started from a certain number. What the NDC said is what finally happened. And as human beings or institutions, it is expected that at least you learn from your mistakes. Electoral Commission office has been there since 1992. So if there are mistakes that even your predecessors had, I think as a current EC, you improve, or when you make your own mistakes, you correct them and you improve upon them. But this is an institution where every time they embark on anything, and what is so surprising is that they are quick to give you assurances that they are ready. You know, when they started this registration, before they started, they brought out a release that said they are ready for the exercise and all that. Honey, when you read the EC's own CI 91, Regulation 8.1, it tells you that the Electoral Commission must print the names and pictures of the people it's going to use in the registration exercise to the political parties. And it goes ahead to explain why. Because the political parties, and this thing you have to do it 14 days before the appointment.
You didn't receive that?
No, the political parties need to look at the names and pictures, and if they are persons which are not supposed to be part of EC, while we all know what EC is supposed to do, they can voice them out for immediate corrections and changes before the registration starts. And up till today, the EC, its own CI, it hasn't complied. Then you go ahead with registration. And ordinary bar charts that you need just to categorize with the height or length of representation of the value of the data of the value. So when you give you have a software, when you give in the data, the software will just produce the thing for you.
To be honest with you, that's where my confusion is.
And I am surprised because this one, it is not Boson Asari who took rule and pencil and colored. And no, there is a software that you just have to key in, and it will give you representation according to the value of the data. Why do you make mistakes? I think every Ghanaian should be worried. Every Ghanaian should be worried because this is a country that President Akufo-Addo and Alhaji Bawumia have scattered. This is a country that they have destroyed. Every appointment they have made, and you just give us a new appointment, we'll come to that. Every appointment they have made, it looks like they are deliberately bringing people who are not up to standard. Initially, I used to think they were sleeping on the job. But until I saw Alhaji Bawumia's video with the nursing students, a level 100 communication or PR student, from the very day the person stepped foot in the class, will tell you that every time you have to do public speaking, you need to scan the environment. And you need to get a spanner to span between you and the environment. The environment in which you are going to operate. This is a nursing college. You need to speak to the Ministry of Health, Ministry of, Finance Ministry, because of the allowances, whatever you have, concerns of the public you are going to meet. And Dr. Bawumia, Alhaji Bawumia is not an independent candidate who may lack human resources or wouldn't have the wherewithal to do this. So I looked at him and I saw how he was embarrassed. Then I began to think and realize why the country is at this state. Because basic knowledge they do not have. They couldn't get anybody to span and interpret the environment to Bawumia's campaign team and also explain the environment how do you call it, the campaign message to the people. They didn't get anybody to do that. And this is how they have made governance in the last 7 to 8 years. That is why this country is where it is. They do not have competent people to do the job. They literally don't care and they don't know, because when I look at this whole MPP and you can make this mistakes by running, how do you call it, your flag bearer who
the EC is not
sitting.
The EC is the EC. The
EC is appointed by Akufo-Addo and Alhaji Bawumia.
It is not an appendage of the MPP.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
Because this Electoral Commission has made mistakes.
Yes.
2020 elections results.
It is Electoral Commission.
It is Electoral Commission
Established
appointed by
on
who?
its own. Yes. I mean,
So the errors that are going on.
So are you saying that what's her name? The former EC, Charlotte Osei, was she an appendage of the NDC when she was appended?
But did Charlotte Osei do what Jane Mensa is doing and she's still at post?
So must you commit mistakes to be, notified
how many times?
To be identified as an appendage of the NDC?
If these people have this country at heart, how do you call her? Jane Mensa shouldn't be at post. If this government, these MPP governments, if they know what is right or if they know what they are about, Madam Jane Mensa shouldn't be at post. I mean, how? I mean, between you and I, the little whatever we did with grass, just put in data, let the software produce results for you. And you are making mistakes there. Your own CI that you took to Parliament, you must print the names and pictures of the people you are going to use. You are not respecting them, and she's still at post, and you think she's not an nurse of the MPP party. She is. Why will President Akufo-Addo make such utterances? Why will he have that kind of impudence to tell Ghanaians that he will not hand over to, all those comments? That is what our General Secretary was alluding to. But you see,
that he doesn't want to hand over to.
It is not his choice. President Akufo-Addo must know that it is not his choice to hand over. It is the decision of the Ghanaian who has turned 18 and above that needs to go and vote and choose their own leaders. I mean, the situation of the Ghanaian now, most of the times when you are driving around cantonments coming towards Osu, you see a lot of this prison people with their uniforms, and then the people that look after them, is it their ward or their guard, whatever. They are with them most of the time. They are cleaning around and stuff. So one day I asked that, these are prisoners. Why do you just leave them? Then I was informed that these are people who are just close to their release, like maybe a 2 or 3 months time to go. So literally, when you leave them, they won't go anywhere because they don't want any trouble.
To waste their records.
Annie, the situation of every Ghanaian today is like the prisoner whose time is about like 6 months to go. Ghanaians are quiet, enduring the excruciating hardship, enduring the arrogance, enduring the impunity, enduring the pain President Akufo-Addo and Bawumia is putting them through. They are just waiting for December 7th. That is why they are so quiet. And that's why you walk around nowadays and people will see you. Oh, we are with you. Oh, we are with you. Oh, we are with you. They know somebody is talking for them. They are just quiet, biding their time. They don't want to. You see, the December 7th elections is a relief for every Ghanaian. That is what they are patiently waiting for. So at least President Akufo-Addo should not think, or the Electoral Commissioner should not think, that when the day has come for the Ghanaian to be made free, you can stop them. They should never, in their minds, I don't know which part of their brains they are thinking from, but they should never make that mistake. That when the time comes where our agents are trained, the people have gone to register to go and cast their ballots, the boxes have been opened and counted, Every parliamentary candidate or every MP of the NDC is waiting till their votes are declared and counted, and waiting till President Mohammed's votes are declared and counted, taking our pink sheet, collated our results, declared winners. President Akufo-Addo should never think that anybody can stop the Ghanaian who is now made free. You cannot. No matter what he thinks. Ghanaians are quiet today because they know the time is near. They are just waiting for the day. They are so patient because they know that this is the only option that we have, the NDC. Let's just wait and vote December 7th.